Good morning YouTube, and welcome to the weekly vlog, and welcome to my garage. For those who wonder where we keep all the shoes, this is one of the places we keep the shoes. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. Anyway, it's not why we're here, and I'll explain why I'm in the garage in a second. But this video is all about burnout. Now, one of the big questions I have seen in the Facebook group, if you're not part of that, join, and on the Long Run podcast, if you've not seen that, watch it every Friday, live stream, or download it on Spotify. Is people are asking about, right, all the sort of autumn events are done, marathons, half marathons, 10Ks, whatever you've been training for, are all done. Now what? And it is actually, I won't say it's a real problem, but it is a real thing that people are going through. I know myself, going through a little bit of it right now. So in this video, I'm going to give you, I reckon, 5 tips or hints or things to sort of help you out, get you out of that sort of post-race, post-marathon, post-half marathon blues. And I think the best way we can do it in this week's vlog, because I'm running around crazy busy this week, mainly because we've got Snowdon next week and there's just a million things going on. I'm actually going to be filming another video, and that's why I'm in the garage, because I've got to get some of the shoes that I need to film. So I might actually do this week's vlog in the studio. So I'll tell you what, I'll grab what I need, and I'll see you guys in the studio. Okay people, so finally sorted the studio out, and I'm going to be filming something about these and these. So anyway, right, so what's the best? Autumn blues, is that a word? Marathon blues, post-race blues. Yeah, it's kind of serious. It's kind of something that I think a lot of us suffer, and that's why this week's vlog, although I'm kind of filming it like I would do a shoe review or something like that, I wanted to talk about it this week, because as I said, I've just seen so many of you guys asking about it, talking about it and that kind of stuff, and I wanted to just try and help out where I could. So I think the first thing to realise is that we're all going through it. And it's weird this year, I say more than any other time, because everything was so backloaded towards autumn because of the COVID, the pandemic and all that kind of stuff. Everything was chucked in at the end. So we was all training, well, not all of us, but we've been training through the summer months, and then all these races have come together. And a lot of us, for example, London Marathon, we've been training for 2 years, effectively. So yeah, it is a hard one to kind of deal with now that you've finished that, and it's like, what do you do next? Now, you may have a race booked for next year, but there's always that period of time, like myself, give you an example, apart from running up Snowdon, after that, I basically don't need to do anything until December. So yeah, I want to give you kind of 5, maybe 6 tips, hints, things to think about that may get you through this sort of downtime. So I think the first tip, or hint, or whatever, is to... Actually, let's go back a step. So if you didn't know, I coach, right? So I'm a UK Athletics qualified athletics coach and running coach. And pretty much 5 to 7 days a week, I'm coaching in the evenings. And I've got some incredible runners that I coach on a group basis, on an individual basis, and that kind of stuff. And I think one of the amazing things for me, being able to do that, is the social interaction I get from being around all the different runners and stuff. And coming out of the marathons, coming out of the races, I will continue that. Like, so for example, I was back straight running after London because I had a coach session on a Monday. We had a ladies group, and I was back out running with those. So again, it gives me that impetus to like get out there and run. And I think when I was thinking about this video, it's one of the key things, I think, if you can, nearly fell off the table, if you can, to try and get along to like your local running club. Now, we do coach sessions, we do social runs within 40 Runs here in the UK. And I think the benefits of it are huge. Like I was talking to Wilco, if you don't know who Wilco is, he's one of the Long Run podcast hosts, and he'd just done York Marathon. And basically he was saying that Tuesdays is his sort of social run of the week. Yeah, we was doing higher efforts and stuff like that, but over the next couple of weeks, as he comes back, he's going to use it as basically a connection to his running while he takes a little bit of downtime. And I think that's a really good point, and that's what it got me thinking about in terms of including it in this video, in this vlog. Is if you can try and find a running club that suits you in terms of needs, and it doesn't have to be a coach session, you know, like we do. It can just be like a social run, whatever. There's so many around. Now, I appreciate there's a lot of running clubs out there, and I bang on about this on the Long Run podcast, that are so elitist. You know, if you're not fast enough, you can't be joining. You have to run with the kids and run with the B team and all this sort of stuff. And so those clubs, personally, as an everyday runner, I would try and recommend that you avoid. I've got so many runners who come to me within the 40 Runs running club and say, oh, I went to this running club and they were awful. They just treated me like this and it was all cliquey and all this sort of stuff, right? I get that. And I guess it's probably the same for all clubs, right? And I'm not just talking running clubs. There's probably golf clubs like it or cricket clubs like it. I've got no idea. Let me know in the comments. But I think the power of being part of something, whether you're part of a small group of 4 who are just going out and running every week, or, you know, like the Park Run guys who started out. I think there's something definitely in that, and it's something for you guys to look at. If you are, you know, coming out of something, maybe try and look up your local running club. And actually, to add on to that, if there isn't one near you, get in touch with me because we can start one. I think the next sort of idea for you is to get back to those sort of local races. I don't know where you live. Maybe you're in the US, maybe South Africa, maybe you're in Thailand, maybe you're in Yorkshire. But if you can get into some of those local events now that take place, they can really sort of give you a bit of a buzz. I mean, like, I've signed up for a remembrance run that's, and apart from the fact that it obviously benefits all our soldiers and armed forces here in the UK, but it's a local event near me that's like 10k, whatever. It's just going to be great fun. We've got club members going. It's just going to be a laugh, nothing serious, nothing in terms of times or anything like that. And yeah, it's a great local event. And I think if you can find some local events between now and the end of the year, they're usually not that expensive. They're very well organised. They're very well run. There's some great companies out there like Run Through and Active Training World, Run Organiser, and there's some other ones that put on these local events. So have a look and try and get yourself along to like a 5k, 10k, 10 miler, 5 miler, whatever shape or form it is. But have a look at some of those local events. They might just give you that sort of buzz, that sort of motivation to keep going between now and whenever you start training for your next marathon or half marathon or 5k. It doesn't have to be a marathon you're training for. But the point is that having something in the diary can keep you motivated as you go on to whatever is next in your journey. Now, I've said this a million times. Park run is the saviour of running. If you don't know what park run is, check out my video on how to park run. But here in the UK, it's probably bigger than some other parts of the world. I appreciate that. But now you've come out of whatever you've trained for, whenever you've done, get along to your park run. Even last night at club, there was one of our runners. She said, I've never done park run. Now's the chance to get along there. It's free. It's easy to register. There's probably another, 100 odd runners that are going to be there of all abilities. It's not It's not a race. I was going to say it's not time, but it's not a race. You know, you're encouraged to be social. If you want to crack out a quick 5k park run time, whatever. But I just think the benefits of park run to you right now, in terms of where you've come from, where you're going, it can be massive, especially from that social element, that connection element of belonging to a community, belonging to something. But yeah, park run is powerful. Now, the next one for you is to give yourself a mini plan, a mini goal. Now, that can be getting faster. That can be, we just spoke about park run, smashing your park run PB. But maybe get yourself a plan. We do one on 40 Runs. This is not a plug. We do like a ticking over plan. And it's a speed-based plan, and you can get it on our website. But maybe get yourself, speak to a coach, someone like me, and make sure you're someone who's qualified, please, to give out training plans. So many people who aren't. But, who can tailor you something that might give you some sort of speed work, or maybe you want to work a little bit on your stamina over the next couple of weeks before you start whatever you do next. But give yourself like a mini goal. I'll get into like a mini plan, like a 6-week, 8-week plan. Build a foundation, build some speed before you go into whatever you do next. I think that, again, that can be, really good. Not only does it keep you accountable, but it keeps that consistency up. Because I think we find that when we're in a training block, consistency is key. When we come out of those training blocks, our consistency falls away. But if you can keep some consistency, between the two periods, I can't recommend it enough. And I think it's a really good, and it doesn't matter whether it's a 1 mile PB, 5k PB, whatever mini goal you've got, whether it's just to complete a park run, I think it can be really, really good in terms of motivation. And my last tip or hint or idea comes actually on the back of that, is to book a race, and actually it sort of works out nicely, is to book a race towards the end of the year, maybe December, January, whatever, that actually fits into that. So maybe you do a mini plan, and you do book a local race, and then you go and have it, and you go and target a time. So, I don't know. Example, Remembrance Run. I've said to Toby, you've got to go and smash out a time there. Or we're planning, as a club, bring it back to what I was talking about, the club and the community, we're all planning to go to Park Run, and everyone try and beat their Park Run PB. They're the sort of things, but, you know, we've booked a date in mind that we're going to try and do it. And that's the sort of thing, again, having that date booked in your diary is always that thing that keeps you motivated, keeps you accountable. Because otherwise, you can just get up and go, you know what, today I don't really need to go out running, so I ain't going to bother. And that's the thing. But if you've got that sort of date in your diary, it will give you that fresh motivation. So I think that's it. I say it's a funny vlog this week. I'm sort of between, because we've got Snowdon next week and things like that, and I'm trying to film a load of stuff because, you know, I've got some stuff coming up, so it's going to be tough to film things and think, I'll come on to that in another video. But I'm trying to get as much done as I can. So it's a bit of a funny vlog this week in terms of like how we usually do the vlogs. But yeah, so hopefully that's interesting for you. I was just a bit worried about you guys, to be honest with you. I was a bit concerned because I was seeing a lot of the comments, seeing a lot of, you know, people, and it's lovely. Thanks ever so much, everybody who tags me up on Instagram and asks me stuff and things like that. And yeah, so I just wanted to try and get to this point because a lot of you guys have been mentioning it, and I'm a bit worried about some of you. And talking about Instagram and some of the other stuff, if you've not seen it on Instagram, we are going to be, and this is probably more for you UK guys, and I love all my subscribers and people who view these videos, but in January, something or other, we're going to be back at the Birmingham National Running Show here in the UK. We was there a couple of years ago. We didn't do the South one because of COVID and stuff like that, but we're going to be back at Birmingham this year. And what we're going to be doing over that weekend, we're going to be doing some live Q&As. We're going to be doing the podcast. We're going to be doing the long run live from the show. But also have opened up some slots so you can book like clinics with me, with some of my other coaches, again, all qualified UK athletics, qualified running coaches. So if there's anything that like, stuff like this that's bugging you, book a slot, half-hour clinic. Just come along, have a chat, and we'll go through it. Whether you need a little bit of help on, I don't know, getting faster, or you know, you've got some concerns about going into marathon training, whatever it is, book one of the sessions, book one of the clinics, and I'll put a link in the description, but you just basically go over to FORDYRUNS.com and it's all on there. But that's big news I wanted to let you know about, is the fact that we're going to be back at the National Running Show here in the UK in 2022. Is that the way to say it? 20,022. I actually think that's wrong. I should actually start scripting these videos. Let me know in the comments, do you think I should fly by the seat of my pants in every video, or actually start scripting these videos? Okay, right, so I've got to go because I've got to film like a million videos now in here in the studio. And again, thanks, by the way, for all the positive comments about how the studio now looks. But I've got to film this video, so I've got to crack on. I will see you guys in the week. Next week's a build up to Snowdon, and we're going to be going through that, what we're going to be doing, what shoes we're going to be wearing, all that kind of stuff. Then we've got the sort of thoughts pre-Snowdon, and then I'm going to do it, and then we're going to have like the Snowdon vlog, which hopefully will be an epic adventure. But that's it, guys. I hope you're well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys later.